connect, serve, and grow is what you can expect at the House of Reconciliation. Leadership, community, education, wellness, and participation is part of our plan for your spiritual growth and success. Family and faith is a core value for the House of Reconciliation, working to help people find their purpose. Want to make an impact in the kingdom? Ready to tap into your future? Meet us at the House Sundays with Pastor Reginald Campbell, www.houseofreconciliation.org.
Success to living. I want to thank all of you for joining us. We're here. You may be seated. We're here at the Greenville campus, and thank God for those that are here for in-service. And just make sure I don't mess up nothing. We will have service here. We will have a joint service with the Greenwood campus. They will be with us on next Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. So we will do an Easter, Lord have mercy. Ooh, Lord. Somebody say, get granddaddy, Jesus, get granddaddy. You try to be all cool, all smooth, and still get up and just, boom. Christmas service. Merry Christmas to all. Happy holidays to others. We will be here. We will do probably a 1 hour service. So those that will be sitting at home on the couch and opening up presents or cooking, we thank God for you, and we'd love for you to join us. We were trying to do a couple other things. Don't know if they're going to work out, but we look forward to seeing you next Sunday. So I'm having the Greenwood campus come up on Christmas morning and also New Year's morning. And so those that want to be a part of the in-service, we thank you. Love to see you here. Got a couple house cleaning things to do. Explorers Authors Magazine, and what it does, it's amazing. Oh, here we go, right here. It says releases lists of hot new books to read over the holidays. And one of those books was basically Basic Financial Steps, a book that I wrote. And they're out of New York. And you can get it at all of your fine retailers. You also can get it at www.reginaldcampbellbooks.com. That is a good book. It's good to give to someone for the holidays. I was just talking to a young man. We were having a conversation about develop yourself. And so on the list, I gave a list of six things, and we're going to start moving into develop yourself. We're going to start on that today. So, but everybody needs money, right? Okay, but do you know more people lose money than those that make money? And I'm going to show you the driving force that causes a person to lose their money and then fall into a fake reality. If you have it, you don't have to fake it. And if you have it as a resource and it's constantly coming, you don't have to fake it. God never designed, and see, here's the thing people don't say, and here's the thing that people twist. Some people only act like they're the seed of Abraham. The Bible tells you all Hebrews are Jews, but not all Jews are Hebrews. Y'all need to see, they get you mad and upset about your skin color, your texture, your height, your weight. It don't matter that. I am the seed. I don't have to be arrogant about what I've earned. See, it's a difference in being arrogant and being confident. And what happens is people will crush your confidence, and then the only thing you have to do is resort to arrogance. I'm going to start teaching you a principle today that you don't need arrogance. You just need to know who you are. It's not about what anybody's done to you or haven't done for you. This is the year to get the keys in your hand to drive your life. So this book that I wrote, Basic Financial Steps, I wrote it in 2015 with several people here who helped me out. I got upset in my feelings and emotions, and I left the book in a closet for a number of years because what I wrote the book for and who I wrote the book for ate on the book. Chicken grease. Yes, they ate, and I poured my heart out. I was homeless. I poured my heart out. I wrote the book. And so then one day something happened. We were riding down the highway, and I thank God for my good friend Jeff Akers, Bishop Jeff Akers, and we looked up my book, and it had sold like 17 to 21,000 copies on a site that didn't give me a penny. Because if you bought their thing, then somehow my book slipped into the category that you can get for free. So that's about $380,000 that I missed. Yeah, because I wasn't paying attention. So, if you want to get the book, it's at Barnes & Nobles, it's at multiple places, it's at a lot of retailers. And so, and the reason that I'm going to do it and continue to do it is because when you get to a place that your peers will respect your work, not your group, your peers, those are the elites. Those are the movers and shakers. Now that should help settle your spirit that it's not about what they say. It's about how my work speaks for me. Old folk used to have a song, "May the works I've done." They only sing it at funerals. Well, I don't need them to speak now, you know. Then they had a song in there that said, "Give me my flowers while I live." You should have said that while you were living. So, with that out of the way, I want you to, there should be some that are working on their monthly goal of $50 or $100 for Resurrection Sunday, which is Easter Sunday, and then Kids and Jugs. We did order the money machine, so all of the kids that are saving money, that we'll be able to collect and count your coins and help you start a savings. And so I'm going down to this. Let's see where we at. Because, you know, I get off course in a minute. I'm talking about Easter. All right. Y'all ready? Scripture. Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. That's the one I want you to get. And also, what was it? Proverbs 21 and 5. Those are our two main scriptures. Those are our two main scriptures. We began talking about so goes the mind, so goes the money. If your mind is all over the place, then your money is like scattered rocks. We talked about mastering you will make you money. What does that mean? And y'all can talk back to me. What does that mean? Mastering you will make you money. When you start mastering you, you get beyond all the flaws. You get beyond the perception. You get beyond what's in the mirror. And you start valuing the gift. And at some point, your gifts, your good heart, and don't think you don't have any, because we're going to discuss that. I'm going to give you two words, especially for you young lady and especially for you young man. You, how old are you again? 10. You're 10 years old. I'm going to tell you something that nobody probably ever told you. There's something in your family that God only gave you. Other people, I don't care what people say about you. I don't care what they think about you. I don't care their opinion. Listen to one that's 61 years old that people didn't know how to help. See, when I came along, I was gifted and talented. Now, I couldn't sing like these wonderful people here, but I was gifted and talented, but I didn't grow up in a family that knew how to handle what I had. You see what I'm saying? See, and you may not be somebody's pick or favorite, but here's the thing. You're God's pick and favorite. And God will give you a gift that will help you in the natural and ascend you in the spiritual. You're looking at a living witness. You're looking at a man, everybody think, oh, he's good, he's successful. No, I was homeless, broke. Got all kind of issues right now, internal issues. But it's because of who I believe in and not who I hang out with that I'm still marching. You see what I'm saying? See, because people that had you all, can I be honest with you, didn't have a vision or a plan or finances for your life. So you're kind of born and then dropped off on a dirt road. And here's the point. We're going to not blame them no more. Because that's all they knew. This is our season of getting up and being confident in who I am. What based on what's on the inside of me that has yet to be developed. Because most of your gifts are not common in your family. I got educated yesterday. Somebody told me I was walking around, and they said, well, you know, everybody can't have sinned. I'm like, what you mean? They can. But that doesn't mean you can't. Because some people have gone as far as they can go. Their Super Bowl is the foot of your mountain. And the reason they say things to hurt you is because they can't understand what's making you tick. Your mind making sense? Yes. See, they know how to take from you, but they don't know how to pour into you. So this is why I feel like this is where God has me. Discover yourself. Don't worry about what's in the mirror. I don't care. Listen, I'm 5'10". I wish to God, and I be mad sometimes because my shoulders. Why you laughing? I be mad. I'm serious. I be mad sometimes because come here. How tall are you? Come over here. Now this is insulting. Here I am, 61. You see his chest, his width? He could wear my jacket. I probably can't wear his jacket. But he is, how tall are you? 6'2". He's 6'2". I'm 5'10". My frame is the frame of somebody 6'2" and 6'3", because when I do my measurements, my height ain't number 5'10". That's just so mad. See, I love to look down on people. You know, but I can't, you know. And you 6'2" and you 20, you got a little bit more to go. So why should you be mad about what somebody else, their DNA did for them? So I was doing my measurements and I was working with a group in China and all of that. And they was like, you're 6'3", 6'4". I said, the devil is a lie. I'm 5'10", 240. And that 61, 6'2" ain't never going to happen. Say something for me. Just say hello. He got a deep voice. Hello. He's 6'2" with a deep voice. Thank you. Here I am, 5'10", barely holding on. Listen, who rules your money, your past, your destiny, or your future? I'm going to share something with you this morning. Develop in yourself and watch your money grow. Ecclesiastes 7:12. Here is what people don't want you to have. For wisdom is a defense. Don't stop learning. If you like geometry, trigonometry, don't stop learning. Because your knowledge becomes your defense from stupid stuff and stupid people. Listen, people who criticize you, they're not going nowhere. Ask your grandmother. Now, she don't want you to call her grandma. Ask your say nana, because, you know, they got all these new words, nana, nene, you know. They trying to be bougie. Look. When you start having to dye your hair and put stuff on your hair, and if you don't have no hair, you get no. I don't care who you are. Mine, I was looking at a male unit, and I was told my grandson and my granddaughter would not let me wear it because he'd be like, Papa. So if you got yours early, keep it. But I can't get one now because he'll come out that time. Who is that? So you just, if you get yours early, get it. I can't get one now. Look at y'all laughing. See how y'all do me? Yeah, so I'm just saying, the more knowledge you have, it defends you. The more emotions you have, you lose your footing. For wisdom is a defense. Money is a defense. It says, this is what the Bible says. Money is a defense. But the excellence of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Two things people can't control. Your wisdom and your money. And here's what they cause to happen. They cause you to quit learning, and they cause you to spend your money to feel good about yourself. And a lot of people about to be broke between now and Sunday. For one day. If you're going to fall out with me over one day, you wasn't in love with me from the beginning. Over a Christmas present that's all wrapped up and pretty. And just because you didn't get what you want, we finna fall out, and I done helped you 364 days out of the year. But that one day gonna change our whole relationship. Here's the thing. Instead of frustrating yourself. And that's where most people are right now. Here's where we make the mistake. We like to make up our own rules that we have not gotten approval from anybody, neither God. The Bible says all the ways of a man are good in his own eyes. So what people do to you, they think they're good. Here's this. And here's the four things: illusion, imagination, hallucination, and hypothetical thinking. It tells you in your own narrative that it'll work. Here's the reality. It's never been tested or proven. That's why most people are losing their money. Let me give you some things. What it does is it creates more money-related problems. $60,000 athlete was fined because he could not hold his emotions. Bumped the referee. One last night questioned a referee's integrity, and now he's probably going to get fined $75,000 and da-da-da. I saw this morning the NFL sent out a memo to the owners and said, you guys have wasted $800 million in hasty decisions. $800 million in 5 years on hasty decision because you move with your emotions and not with your knowledge. And here's the thing. You know who money that was they lost? Fan money. People will take your money and use it for themselves because they know you're going to give it right back to them. Some of us in here know potatoes will swell us up. Let me look up here. I'm going to say this again. Some of us in here know potatoes will swell us up, but we're going to eat them potatoes. We're going to eat them potatoes. That jacket that you want to fit, that you can't button, if it's between moving the button on that jacket and them potatoes going to get eaten. Here is what I want you to learn. The principles don't change because of your emotional or distraught way. The principles of success doesn't change. Stay in control of your emotions. Don't strike out at people that are not going anywhere. Y'all didn't. Don't strike out at people that's not going anywhere. Quit trying to reach back and strike back and tell off somebody. And please don't ever do this. Both of y'all young. Don't ever give somebody a piece of your mind. Ask me why. When you going to go get your mind back? If you give him a piece, you give her a piece, you give the people on social media a piece, you give the people at the office a piece, you give your mama a piece, you give your daddy a piece, you give your sister a piece. Where the rest of your mind at? And that's what people do with their money. Their money just all over the place. They just, well, shoot, I don't care. I'm going to spend it. I done had a bad day. You about to have another bad day. Because here's what principles do. Y'all can get this. Principles continue to calculate wins and losses. It just doesn't stop when your emotions goes away. The behavior doesn't stop when your emotions and your feelings go away. If you have created a vortex or a vacuum for things to be sucked out of your life, guess what's going to keep happening? Because you moved away from the door didn't mean that it's closed, so the wind's still blowing in. You see, and so then you are upset, and I changed. You changed, but you didn't close the door. You have to close the door on certain decision making and certain behaviors. You have to close the door. Let me break it down. Where they won't get rid of people's telephone number in your phone, you get rid of them now, because Lord, that person will be a problem the rest of your life. I almost said something. You need to delete some people. Now, there's some of these older people here, they still trying to hang on. But he might call me back. She might call me, honey, you young enough to move. You 20, you not young enough. Delete them. They wasn't going nowhere, no way. That's why you couldn't get along with them. Because everybody can get along in the flesh. It's just when you start growing, that's the problem. When your appetite go away from chitlin juice and mountain oysters and cornbread, and you starting to want to eat something nice, when you quit eating chicken every day, on a piece of fish. Them people that like fried chicken gonna have a problem with you eating fish, especially if it's baked. We ain't going over her house. She ain't got none of them old baked fish. Ain't nothing in the refrigerator but stuff to tear up your stomach. Your stomach need to be big as it is. It need to be cleaned out. Anybody want to? Okay. Stay in control of your emotions, and your finances will be safe. When it calculates, see, here's the thing. You don't understand now, if you build good principles, young lady, young man, and audience, it creates a ripple effect. And you will have to ascend. When you create a ripple effect with your emotions, it continues to spiral out of control. One mistake breeds another mistake. Another mistake breeds another mistake. Another excuse breeds another excuse. When you stop the gap and plug it and say, no more today, emotions will exasperate every moment of your life. Most people are not physically tired. They're mentally tired. Because somebody and something's always battling in their mind. And you'll get to a point where you're in a fight between your past, your present, your future, and your gifts. Because you're comfortable with the familiar. But in order to grow, you've got to get out of the familiar and get into the unfamiliar, which means you're going to be in a new area, a new culture, around different people. They think different. They talk different. They socialize different. They buy different. So here's what it says. Now, I'm going to give you some blueprints. And I know you didn't know you were coming here. Or you knew you were coming, but I want you to write this morning. It's not about what you've been told. This is your time between now and January the 15th. This is your time to start emptying. It's not what people have told you. And listen, tell me the truth. Haven't most people told you what you couldn't do? Haven't they told you what you couldn't do? Oh, you ain't gonna be able to do that. Listen to me. You who you think you is. I'm more than what you see. Yes, I'm more than what you see. And my body is a temple. So I can't let y'all parasites. Because why would somebody want you to use you but don't want you to keep you? It's not about what you've been told. It's about having the capabilities of learning and applying information that offer change. If you get information that offers change in your life will ascend. You got an opportunity. You don't want to be sitting around like, yeah, all these people are dressed out. Most of them ain't happy. They hate their job. They hate their family too. Yeah, they do. They do. They can't stand their bills, but yet they made them. And they wake up and be like, you still here? Jesus just won't answer my prayer. Here it is. It's not about ruling. See, you all are young enough to get this. It's not about ruling. See, most of your parents, grandparents, they come up in an authoritative system. So people seek out to be, they think power is authority. That's the old conundrum. So if I have power, I have authority. Power with no knowledge is a dummy with a hammer and ain't got nowhere to build. Listen, it's not about ruling. It's about leading. When you have knowledge, you can lead. See, your knowledge will be a defense against stupidity. Your money will be a defense against poverty. Poverty is a spirit. And you have a right not to choose it. Let me give you 3 things that'll help you. Pre-prep. We had a conversation off camera. I said, you got two choices. He said, well, I'm working. Well, let's clap for you. But I want you to do more than work. I want you to build a career either through the military or through an education. I don't want you sitting around and have no direction in your life. Because the most dangerous thinking you can have in your life is your own thinking. A blueprint that's never been qualified. Am I right or wrong? And so when you get there, and the reason I told you that is because you have lifelong benefits. People who are educated tend to make more money than people who are non-educated. This is why you have to discover. Don't ever let anybody tell you, oh, you don't need education. Some people, everybody needs education. Some people are fortunate to be successful without it, but that's the one that made it, not the 10 billion that failed. Because you have to pay for what you don't know. Does this make sense? Here's the thing. Here's what I want to get to you. And I want you to remember this if you don't ever see me again. You have something to defend. You have something to defend. You have something to defend. You have you have your future, and you have your legacy. You have something to defend. Defend your mind because people want to tear it down and control it. Defend your opportunity to grow because you do. Here's the thing. Be confident. Be courageous. Be decisive. Make calculated decisions. If you make mistakes, let them become learning lessons. Move on and never give up. Let me help you out. Anybody got any questions right now? Because y'all act like this is really, really deep. It's making you think? 2 points for me. The thought of chasing perfection is dangerous. Don't try to be perfect. And don't make people hurt you when they say, oh, well, you messed up. Yes, I did. That's a part of growth. Here's the thing. The thought of chasing perfection is very dangerous. Let me give you the answer. It's never achievable. You and nobody will be perfect. This is why I have issues with people who say they got, what is it, OCD? Okay, if you got OCD, how do you have OCD about some things but not everything? I mean, really? That's what I thought too. You can't. You can't say, well, I got OCD. No, that's a choice to have OCD today. Because you ain't got OCD when you leave stuff all junky and nasty and didn't finish it. It's selective OCD. Hello? It's selective. So don't try to be perfect. It's never achievable. But every person who chases consistency, this is the word, discovering you, become consistent and comfortable in your own skin. Consistency, for every individual who chases consistency, has an awesome chance to achieve it. Count your steps forward, not the steps you fail. Because you got a whole group on the left and the right that will criticize everything that you've done. Everybody's going to make mistakes. I'm 61. I've made a lot of mistakes. And so when people come up and they want to bring up something about your past, that person is in your past. People who see your value, they see where you are and where you have the potential to go. Criticism never builds sustainability. So here's the thing. Here's two words. Resilient, the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties. That's because you have a defense. Your knowledge, your execution, and your consistency will keep you going. The ability of substance or object to spring back into shape. So don't let people get so close to you that they knock you off the path that you're supposed to have. And sometimes the paths that knock us off are electronics. We're so busy watching all of this drama and chaos on television well, Becky left him and they fighting. Oh, I can't wait till the next episode. Why don't you put that emphasis in your life? Why are you not excited about passing the next test so you can graduate? Does this make sense? Psychologically, resistance is the ability to cope mentally or emotionally with a crisis. Listen, in finances, like right now, they're saying, the economist is saying that, okay, notice this. They're saying, oh, the economy's not as bad as we thought it's going to be. Wow, we right around Christmas. There are so many major corporations who are waiting to lay off people in January, and every one of these corporations have over billions of dollars. But what they want to do is get their investors to still invest, so they will put people out of work to make money look like it's on the books. So you have the ability to be strong and cope mentally. So they want you to spend now, and you saw how cold it was this morning. Can you imagine how it's going to be in January with no job? No lights, no food. This is America. Because had you saved when you could have saved, you would have when you have a need. But when you spend because you can spend, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I'm going to say that again. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Can I make it plain? You go into the store to get one drink, but they tell you 2 for $6. So what do you come out of the store with? No, you don't. You come out of the store with 4. Then you get 2 packs, and then you get another one free. So where you went in there to spend $1.75, you done spend $22. Then you get in the car, and you got all this stuff that you hadn't eaten all week. Does this make sense? Develop yourself. We're almost there. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is resilience. Successful people know how to bounce back from adversity. Every successful person has stumbling blocks and stepping stones. Turn stumbling blocks into stepping stones and keep progressing. Every successful person has disappointments and failures. Let me tell you something. While unsuccessful people, and you're going to know some of these people. Don't look around right now. They border and they complain constantly about their failures. Unsuccessful people, that's all they do. They call you in the middle of the day. You know what happened? That's an unsuccessful person. Now, mind you, these may be people who are educated. These may be people who have skills, but they're not balanced. You want consistency in your life. Unsuccessful people always complain constantly about their failures and hesitate to explore and experiment future ideas. So if you got little friends and they're 10 or 12 and they're always complaining, you need new friends. Okay? You 10, you 20. You got people want to go and vapor and smoke weed, they ain't going nowhere. I don't care how smart they are. Anything you got to hide can't be good. Now, some of y'all that dropped out of high school, you ought to say amen. Help these encourage you. Amen. See, because the difference between smoking and vaporing is when you vapor, you inhale 10 times more than if you would have just smoked something. And now you damaging your lungs, your mind, all like this. You can't pass no test. Then you get addicted. You can't pass the test. Be in class doing the jumping. Go home sleeping all day. What's wrong with you? Nothing. Brain foggy. You know somebody. And then next thing you know, they got a. Anything you got to hide can't be good. Can't be good for your body, can't be good for your future. So they don't want to tell you, but when the police pull up, they trying to swallow the weed. I'm just letting you know. Don't let them fool you, because I'm in here. And why people smoke try to blow on the side?
They're trying to be cool.
Man, look, you hear something I'm talking, they hang out with them people. Because they don't know secondhand smoke will kill you too. As I get ready to close, you can start playing my closing minute. Why drain your brain on someone who never plans to use theirs? Now here's what I'm going to tell you. Don't be afraid of your future. Because every future has a section of darkness to it. That's called development and discover. So don't be afraid. Because you're developing yourself. Here's a quote. Don't make permanent decisions because of temporary situations. You don't want to make a decision at 20. Because a lot of people that got married in their 20s got married because they were emotional. They had made a mistake in life, he or she, and they figuring getting married would fix it. How will that work out? Let me look up. How will that work out? How will that work out? See, anybody want to say that now? You tear up your life to clean up your life, to tear up your life to clean up your life. Because if you sit back and look on the wall, you got together with a bunch of zeros. Man, turn around and say. Oh, Jesus. You got together with a bunch of zeros. Can I tell you what happened? Where you were supposed to be, you felt insecure to raising your game. What you really had the capacity to be with made you uncomfortable because it wasn't familiar. So instead of raising up, you lowered your standards and you got caught up. See, because where you really want to be, it's going to cause you to develop the new you. It's going to cause you to develop the intellect and intelligence that God gave you. It's going to cause you to reach in your bag of your innate inheritance because you got to bring something to the party. Your milkshake don't bring nobody to the yard. Milkshake is buttermilk now. I know ain't nobody want to say nothing with me. Men too. Men look like pregnant cows. And I just, because men always trying to beat up women. She ought to be fine. She need to be like this. She like, look at us. Ain't got no hair. So you got a good chance of keeping yours. I knew at 19 mine was on the way out the door. And it's bad when people come up. And this is really how it happened. People come up and they start saying, what's going on up here? I was 19. How you be 19 and you about to get a landing pad? Helicopter. It's just ball all right here. Just, that 19, they be. And then they be like, how old are you? You like 19. You won't have no hair by the time you're 30. You got a good chance of keeping yours. But I'm just saying, this is what they do to you. I'm scarred, y'all. I don't care about hair no more. Now, you want something? Want me to help you? Give you this. The opinions of others don't make deposits in your future. The opinions of other people, man, they don't make a deposit because the bank don't take opinions. It takes substance. So if it's not going to build you, don't take it. Become a duck, let it wash out. Because the opinions of other people don't deposit into you. How you think about me, it doesn't have anything to do with where I'm going. That's your opinion. I can't deposit your opinion. But substance? Oh, I can build on that. Success? I can build on that. But your opinion? I can't take that. Well, they told me I was never going to be nothing. So what you doing? You like nothing? What your daddy tell you? Get a job? What your mama tell you? Get married, let your husband take care of you. Ooh, there's a whole lot of people who just go. You be slapping all the way back to grandma. She got off the boat in Africa. You still be slapping. Don't tell me that lie no more. Here's the thing. Opinions of other people don't deposit into your future. Your bank account only accepts substance. Put in the work. You will have something to withdraw. Put in the work. Put in the work. You will have something to withdraw from. And here's what you won't do. We'll start on this one Wednesday. You won't have to live in a fake reality. You can actually be happy mentally, physically, socially, economically. You can be happy. Say that with me. You can be happy. Why? Because I see the value of developing myself. And anybody that criticizes you, say this with me as we get ready to close. I don't care what you say. I'm under construction.
I'm under construction.
This ain't a finished project.
This ain't a finished project.
I'm under construction.
I'm under construction.
You just see a little bit of my infrastructure, but you wait till I start painting this monster. Oh, you hear what I'm saying?
Good word.
And here's the whole point. When you start doing that, those people that criticize you, I want you to notice something. You don't live in a neighborhood anymore. You don't live in a neighborhood anymore. And they don't live in yours. And when you ride through, they'll have the same problems they had 5 or 7 years ago. And they'll be looking at each other, what? Look at you, Quita. Look at you, Willie. Well, I thought you wasn't going to be nothing. That's why you look people in the face and say, I'll get paid for your thoughts. My life is about purpose and destiny. Defend your wisdom and defend your knowledge. God bless you. I'll see you soon. Any questions?